So today for a review we have this CLAKAP 3000 lumen 180 degree rotatable flashlight lantern for camping. Supposedly is IP X4 waterproof, 4000 milliamp hours. I have charged it. Right off the bat, one issue I had was when I used a regular USB charger, like your cell phone one, it didn't do anything. So I used one for a laptop, a 65 watt, and then it charged. Now the weight of this, I'm not really sure with everything that's included that it has the capacity it says it does. I haven't been able to test that yet, but it does work pretty good. Here's the power button. You can see that's quite bright. Then you have a lower brightness, even lower, flashing red, off. The first one or the last one would be the center, like spotlight kind of deal. So you got spotlight, 3 area brightness, flashing red. The handle's quite nice. It's like a rubberized coating on a metal little handle. This is the telescoping light. Works pretty good. Got like a rubberized texture here for grip, like that. This folds down. Now you're charging here. The USB-A should be for charging your phone. I don't know that I would do that with this. I imagine it would diminish the battery life pretty quickly if you were using this camping or something. And then you have your little tent hook, little plastic deal. I love that it has the tripod mount here. And then of course you've got magnets, which do work. I feel like they would support the weight of it. And here's what the box looks like. Pretty generic. Not really good packing material, just some really thin bubble wrap, and then it came with a USB cable, a little USB A to C cable. Nothing special there. Here's the SKU. This is from Amazon, made in China. And I'm thinking about, for this video, taking a look inside here because I'm curious of that capacity rating, if it's going to be anywhere near what they say it is. So all I'm seeing is these 3 screws. I'm going to take those off. Right away, no gasket on the bottom. So, that rating's questionable for the waterproofing, but there's a lot of space in here. If you're handy, if this is something that that you're good at doing, or you do any kind of electronics repair, you could easily expand this capacity quite a bit. You got room in here for a lot of stuff. You could probably even stash something in here if you really wanted to. And these are 2000 milliamp hour cells, and there's 2 of them, so that's where they get the 4000 milliamp rating. I don't know that these cells are high quality. They look okay. Let's see if I can rotate one. I can. So here we go. See if I can zoom in on that there real quick. IMR 18650 cells, 3.7 volts. So for it to realistically have that rating, it would mean that the source needs to run off of 3.7 volts. I doubt that. I bet you they are in in series, so it's probably running off of 5 volts nominal, and then you'd have a 2000 milliamp rating at 5 volts. So I don't know. I don't know if they're using a buck converter or what the circuitry is for that, but I imagine it's not all that sophisticated in there. I don't see any seal back here on the PCB for the power. So I definitely wouldn't trust the whole waterproof rating thing that this thing has going. I don't see screws for this, but what you would think is a gasket here is nothing but a little plastic flange. It's not rubberized, so that's not going to seal anything. So at best you've got like a splash resistant, maybe can handle light rain type of deal here. I actually, I might do that whole, get some more 18650s and see what happens. Then you'd have like an ultra long life lantern, which the downside's going to be weight, and that the included magnetic, the included magnets on the bottom will not support all that additional weight, more than likely. But man, you could get days of life out of this. So you've got a standard battery carrier here, and I was wrong. They are in parallel. So I guess it is 3.7 volts. That's interesting. So it's got a bunch of little ICs there to bring down the voltage for charging, charge controlling. It's very simple design. Would I recommend it? Well, let's take a look at the price. Right now on Amazon it's $24.99. I would say in the current market, the way things have been and the cost of goods right now, it's worth it. Didn't have any problems with shipping. It didn't come damaged despite the poor packaging. So yeah, I suppose I could recommend it, especially if you're someone who wouldn't mind maybe tinkering with it and adding something, using this space, all this wasted space in the bottom for something. I think it would be a neat little light for someone. But yep, and of course that lights up, which is nice. So that's been my review of this CLAKAP. It's a weird CLAKAP camping lantern on Amazon.